Yo, what is up? Gonna bust open this LaCroix and get started here. It's Casual Friday. Just wanted to write a post, so I started writing a post. Just a silly post to see what happens. And it's gonna do it live, so let's check it out. So I'll show you a tour of how I do things around here. So I use WordPress. So here is the back end of my WordPress. I got a bunch of drafts and all that jazz over here. And one of the things I was working on was this random one. I started a few days ago and never really finished it. And I'll show you what the post looks like right now. So let me go in here. I often edit at the end in HTML editor, but right now I'm just doing it in Visual. And it's a post about turning yourself into a robot. So let's go over this. I'm going to post this at the top, this stream, so people can watch. I'm going to grab the URL over here real quick. Share, watch on YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to post this here. Post currently under construction. Watch here. And I'm going to publish this. So publish July 3rd now. Okay, publish. So what you're going to see is live on copywritingcourse.com. You're going to see this post called Replicating Yourself and Turning into a Robot. Theoretically, it should have the live stream in here so people can watch if they want. Okay, so here's the post that we're working on today. What this is a post about how you turn yourself into a robot. So I recently published a little book called You're Gonna Die. And one of the things that we talk about in the book is that one of the ways you can extend your life is simply writing out your life or recording your life on audio. If you record those things stay in the public lexicon for a long time. So you've essentially extended your life in a way. So I'm talking about that concept over here. And it kind of turned into this little post. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next for the post. So I thought I'd just, hop on one of these lives and try it out, see what happens. So let's get started thinking about how I'm going to write this one out. So, replicating yourself and turning into a robot. And I think I'm going to make this image over here about turning into a robot. I think I'll put some music on in the background, maybe. Let's see. So I want to make an image showing myself turning into a robot. So for my own blog, I just usually pull up a Photoshop over here, do 890 by 500 pixels or so for the intro image. I'm going to open up this PNG previously made by Leslie. And I'm going to put it over here. Let's see what happens. I'm going to open. Boom, boom, boom. So I need to take the before image, which I had on my phone originally. So I'm going to find that, send it over. Here we go. This image was taken in May 2018. Back when I didn't have quarantine hair, which had buzzed off all my hair. Now I got to let it grow again. Sent, done. Okay, cool. So there is that image. So I'm going to copy that over. Ba-bump. You know what? I'm actually gonna maybe crop out all of that wood first and make it a transparent PNG. Let's try that. You know, I'm gonna set this magic eraser to an even higher level. So I'm gonna put tolerance to 30. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Ah, shit. Gets rid of too much. All right. Let's redo it at 20. Okay, we roughly got a lot of that stuff out. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it in here. I know it looks crappy, but we'll clean it up in a second. Do that, and then we'll get it to be about the same size. There we go. And then we'll move that over. Okay, and then what we'll do, first of all, I'm going to save this. Call it Neville Robot. Bump, bump, bump. Hi, Roy. Saying hello to people over here. All right, so got that picture. Whoa. Where did my Photoshop go? Shit, I think I closed down Photoshop. Not bad. I don't know what I did there. Anyways, I'm going to reopen Photoshop, get that up and running, and start on this robot image again. Hopefully it saved that. Cancel. Okay, there we go. Cool. That was a different image. All right, so here we go. So now I got to erase all this junk on the image. So I'm just taking out all these artifacts and stuff that you see over here because my magic eraser did not do a very good job at that. So I got to go manually do it. Stuff's a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Oh man, look, my neck looks all weird. We'll have to go through and fix that in a second. So I'm going to go zoom in, get rid of some of this stuff. Boink. All right. Do the same over here. In case you don't use Photoshop, I would highly suggest it. I mean, I know there's a lot of other cooler image editing things out there, but Photoshop is still by far the most powerful. It's kind of fun too. I use a couple of other image generators and easier things than Photoshop, but then I'll usually edit them in those simple generators and then bring them into Photoshop for further editing. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of make this smaller. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. My ear looks really weird, but you know what? Whatevs. And we'll just mess my neck like that. Get rid of that guy right there. Is that good enough? Okay, cool. I don't think I see any major artifacts around. So what I'm going to do is then remove the background so I can kind of see what it's going to look like. You know what? I got to get rid of some of this artifact over here. Just got to really zoom in on my hair right there. Make that eraser kind of small and there we go. Get rid of that. Okay, that should be good enough. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little arrow. Copywriting course, arrows. So I actually made a page a long time ago of hand-drawn arrows that I personally was using, so I just gave them away for free online. So a lot of times if I want my own drawn arrow, I'll just copy one of the ones I already created before. So got a bunch of here. I like this one. Copy image. Let's go over to Photoshop. Boink. Put that there. Actually, I might want a slightly better one. How about this one? Delete that. Put that in there. There we go. Image, trim, top left. And let's save that, see what happens. So I'm going to save as a transparent PNG. Nope, not a PNG 8. That was my mistake. PNG 24. Call it Neville-Robot PNG. All right, so now we're going to switch over to WordPress over here. And I'm going to put that as the header image. Post notes, Neville Robot. Drag that in there. Let's title it Neville Robot. Give it an alt tag of, you guessed it, Neville Robot. And put it centered, full size. It's fine. Should be good. Talking to a friend, chilling in bed. And then I'm going to make this to a robot. Get yourself turning into a robot. Update. I'm going to copy this link address, which, let's see if that worked. Blog post, replicating yourself and turning into a robot. Okay. And I'm going to link this image. So when people click on it, they go straight to the post. No open new tab. Okay, cool. So, update. Let's check out the new post. Replicating yourself and turning into a robot. Post under construction. You can watch here. Yeah, and Fernie. Tricky sometimes. Good to see you. Saying hi to some people in the comments. Let's see. So, how did it turn out? Okay, it's looking good. Looking fine. So I was talking to a friend on the phone at 1:30 p.m. on weekday. I think it's probably more than that by 1:30 p.m., but who knows? I'll just say 4,000. So I'm going to turn myself into a robot. You can read my words here. Read my words through email, talk and speak on YouTube, get glimpses through Twitter. You know what I should do? I should probably link all of these as I'm talking about them. So I'll copy that. YouTube, make a link, open it up in a new tab. Email, I'll put copywriting course / newsletter. Doink, doink. Twitter, I'll grab my Twitter handle. Put that there. LinkedIn, etc. Instagram. Facebook. .365. So I need to change this image to be of Robot Neville. Damn, I wonder if I still have that PSD. So podcast. I remember I did a post about podcasting, and that's where that was from. Do I still have that PSD though? Podcast to media PNG. You know what? I'm going to take this image and replace it with the robot image. Oh shit, it's real small. How big is that? Oh, okay, it's big enough. So what I'm going to do, the magic eraser should work now. Anthony, shout out to you. Bam, there we go. That worked well. And I got to get rid of this right here. So, all right, and now I'm going to stick my picture of the robot thing there. So I'm going to copy this layer over, duplicate layer over to podcast media. Boom. Okay, there it is. I don't need all that other stuff. I'm just going to put my face there. Okay. Put it behind there, and then delete the rest. So actually, let me put this up a little bit, make this larger. All right, so now I'm just going to delete the rest of that image around there. Apply. Don't need the body. Do a little fine tuning over here. And I think that's good. All right. And I need to make a white background or something for that. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. File export as Robot Neville everywhere. All right. So let's add that picture and see how it comes out. Okay, that's cool. So I don't need this one anymore. "24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year." It's not just me. All of us are slowly morphing into badass robots. If you use a computer phone, you successfully sent or received information over a computer. Humans will eventually go full digital because it's far better and far more efficient. We started off communicating with simple grunts, moved up to languages, then written languages, and long-distance communication over wire to fully wireless communication. All right, how does this look on the post? So I'm going to update it. Hey, Roy. Hey, we're going to get some email swipe files. Hey, Dipjoy. Email swipe files, you can go to swipefile.com and look at my own swipe file over here. The other one is reallygoodemails.com. They have some, if you're looking for email swipe files, I mean, they've got me beat on this one for sure. They specialize only in email swipe files. So if you want, that's the place. Hey, I have a swipe file here. I'll write that for you. Swipefile.com. But for emails specifically, I would use reallygoodemails.com. And Roy, you said if you use a mask, could be done better. Remove background. Content aware will remove background better. Yeah, you know, I need to learn how to use masks on Photoshop. I've done this enough where I have to like go through and delete every little thing. I should learn how to use masks. That's a good point. I feel like I waste a lot of time doing it the old-fashioned way. All right, so here's how it looks. Here's the image I made. Fully wireless communication. Take some of that off. Don't need to center it, it's already centered. Gigantic army of robots. Okay, so I want to show that I am in charge of a bunch of robots and I have like underlings. So I'm gonna bust out the old iPad over here and try drawing this out. So let's see, how would I make this? What I could do is something along the lines of so I want to take a picture of me and point to all these things. Okay, so what I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to do an 890 pixel post. Make it larger, so let's say a square like that. I'm going to take me and duplicate this layer on that. Oh, wait, sorry, I want human Neville. My bad. Duplicate layer. There's human Neville. Let's make him a little bit smaller. What is a general's hat? General's hat PNG. I wonder what that looks like. Ah, there we go. It looks a little too much like a dictator right there. How about, that one looks good. Dictator. Yeah, one of those like George Washington old-timey general's hat. Washington. I want one of those like pilgrim looking hats. General's hat. What's that kind of hat called? General's uniform. What about something like this? I wonder if that could work. The problem is it's a black hat on my black hair. It doesn't show up too well because it's going to be kind of small in the picture. Okay. Here we go. Something along those lines. That's what I'm looking for. That real old school looking hat. Haha, yeah. Oh shit, I wonder if I could just put this uniform on me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to splice off the hat first. But, you know, that doesn't really look like a general's outfit, though. Yeah, I don't know that works too well. Why is it so hard to find a general's hat? Let's see. What if I type in like George Washington outfit or something? George Washington outfit. Yeah. Looking for one of these kinds of hats. I'm gonna steal this dude's hat. Joink. All right, let's get rid of his face first. Put it on me. Can make that a little smaller. Guess my head isn't big enough. Well, that looks pretty stupid. That looks horrible. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to show you, Neville, can lead a big old army of these people. And I'm going to steal this image I made before. I'm going to chop it up. Boink. Chop, chop, chop. Probably put like a TikTok symbol on there too, just to all right, here we go. Delete the rest of this crap. Don't need it. Now I'm gonna have to draw arrows to all of these. Make myself a little bigger over here. Put that in the middle. Hey Roy, I don't know how to make masks. I need to learn it. I definitely need to learn it. Let's do these circular ones down here and these up here. Space these out, equidistant, sort of. I'm gonna get a TikTok logo, TikTok logo PNG. Preferably some sort of square. Ah, there we go. There it is. make it the same size as this guy. Boink. Sweet. Put these centered. Pull these down a bit. Probably gonna have to save this. General Neville Robot. Okay. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna use these arrows. Use a line tool over here. Nope. Don't want it to be that big. Weight. I want it to be about 4px. Yeah, that's about right. Nope, I don't like those. Put that there. That one there. 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 All right. Anything that looks super weird? Okay, that I'm going to correct a little bit. That one I'm going to correct a little bit. Pull that up. All right. Well, I think that's the image. I'm going to get rid of this background. Do a trim on it. Bam. Now I'm the general of all these things. So, General Neville Robot. Change this. Add General Neville Robot. Yoink. I can probably save and close a lot of these. Desktop, podcast to media, robot, save, get rid, General Neville Robot, socials. Text. Insert. All right, cool. So got all that done. So put these away. Now let's update that, see what it kind of looks like. So right now we just put a placeholder of text over here, but reload, should have something there. Okay, cool. Human Neville can be the general of a gigantic army of robots. Cool. So we just kind of added pictures. As you can see, sometimes these take kind of a long time. I enjoy doing them, but they do take a while. Let's see. Where else should this post go? See, I'm trying to think of the point of this post. So this is a real conversation I had with a friend the other day. That I was talking to a friend on the phone at 1:30 p.m. on a weekday. It was funny. I was talking and I was like, "Yeah, I honestly have not left bed yet. I was like still in bed, playing on my phone and stuff like that." And I did tell her this, that yes, I'm in bed, but already today, roughly 4,000 people have read my work. Which the number is actually probably a little bit higher. I don't know. It doesn't have to be exact. The point is to get people to post their thoughts online as a way of spreading their thoughts more. So let's see. Badass robot started communicating simple grunts. Trying to think of a reason for this post. Normally, I have an idea I want to get out the door and I'll write it, and the problem is finding a reason why. So I think this is just a fun post. So I don't know if I have to have people take an action on this necessarily. I'm just trying to think, is there a way to integrate this with like a cool lesson? I think the lesson is that, like, social media, websites, they are like your robot version, and or books or anything like that, or just kind of like a version of you that lives on. But what to do with that? Not sure. Student. So when I don't know, I just kind of end the post sometimes. Sincerely, Robot Neville. Sincerely, and what I think I'll do is I'll link to this video to show people that what they're reading at the moment, oh, that could be kind of cool. Yeah, like what they're reading at the moment is actually not Human Neville. Human Neville wrote this now, but Robot Neville delivered it. So, wrote this post here. Make them open up a new tab. Okay. I don't know if I like how this ended. this into a bullet point list. Page through a computer, through a computer. You know what? I think I'm done with this post. I don't have much more to say about it. Kind of tired today, so not thinking super good. So I'll just leave this, let it marinate, see what happens. If you want to comment on the post, leave a comment with your social platform, a website, whatever, and I'll go comment on it right now. So go ahead and send that to me, and I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so do update. All right, so let's see the final post. Replicating yourself and turning into a robot. So that's how the post looks now. You click it. Talk to a friend, blah, blah, blah. YouTube, my human form. Earth, got the image, army of robots. Wrote this post here, and it should theoretically bring me to this live YouTube video, right? So that's how the post looks now. Cool. Click it. All right, so where does your robot version exist on the web? It can be a website, social platform, or whatever. Link it below and I'll comment on it. All right, so if you want to go to final post, if you comment on it with your website or social, I'll go and comment on it now. Do it. Okay, cool. So I guess I'll just take a couple of questions at the moment. Since I'm pretty much done with this post for today. Like I said, this was just a silly post. It was for fun. It was an idea I had a few days ago, and I drew an image. I think I drew this image that I had, and I just decided to make a post around it, see what happens. Look, not all posts are winners. I'm not saying this is a loser, but at the same time, it's nothing like groundbreaking or anything. So this is a fun post. It's how I practice stuff. It's Friday. I don't schedule meetings or anything today. Thought I'd put out a post, show you what's going on. And if you ever do want my help with any of this stuff, why don't you come over to our copywriting course? We have a whole forum and stuff back here that I go through, and this is where I post most of the content and stuff I write. And we go and review everyone's copy in here and then do office hours and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. So let's see. Do replicate yourself and turn yourself into a robot. Okay, cool. I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this post. As you can see, it's not the most glamorous thing sometimes. Like right now, I woke up a little too early. I'm kind of tired. I was feeling lazy. I needed to put that post out. It's a Friday. It's just a silly post. So we did it. We got it done. So hopefully that inspires you. I know a lot of people in the members area, they'll sit down to write posts sometimes, and they're just like, Neville, like I just don't feel like super good about this post. I feel like it's never really done. I spent all this time on it, but it's not fully finished yet. I'm not happy with it. And I'm like, hey man, welcome to the club. I think that's how all writers I know feel. Whenever you put something out, you're always like, man, I could have made it a little bit better. It's never quite right. And that's totally okay. And here's the funny thing. You put out something that seems like not quite right, not really good, and then someone comments on it or tells you, it's like, dude, that was amazing. And you're like, really? But it wasn't that good. And you realize it's all in your head. Other people appreciate your writing. So hopefully someone appreciates that post. It was a fun post to make, and now I'm done with it. So we'll see what happens, and then we'll move on to the next. We'll